Hey, hey, we ain't fucking around no more. From now on, we're going on the offensive. We're counterpunching. Because from this moment forward, you are just going to be inundated with disinformation practically daily against Trump. Because it's going to happen. It started with Friday with this bullshit about Trump calling dead soldiers and Marines stupid and suckers or whatever, which totally got debunked so badly that I heard the Atlantic is backtracking the story a little bit. Oh, what? Oh well, but that's not. So what's the latest thing? Okay, why the Democrats they don't have any more power? You know what gaslighting is? The name is ridiculous because it doesn't have anything to do with it. The name comes from a play where, from the 1800s, the late 1800s, early 1900s, it's about a husband driving his wife crazy. And how he did it was he would lower the gas lamps in the house a little bit every day. And she would say, honey, it's getting dim. Don't you think the lights are dim? Oh, no, it's they're the same as always. And daily. And he just kept doing it and doing it and doing it. So what gaslighting is, there's 3 steps to gaslighting. Step number 1, lie. Lie a lot. Keep lying. Right? That's step number 1. We can't do nothing about that. Step number 2, lie convincingly. Be convincing. You have to be a good actor, but you got to be convincing. But step 3, 20 years ago, it was no problem. But now, because of the internet, step 3 is isolate the people so that they can't hear the truth. But we're here to give you the truth. So what's the latest controversy? Had an argument with my friend. The Woodward phone call interview where Trump said he played it down for the people not to panic. Okay? That's a problem. He shouldn't have did that. He should have told the people. He shouldn't have hid it from the people. Really? Did he really hide it from the people? What if I told you on April 7th, about 3 weeks after that Woodward phone call, where he says that, he told the American people the same thing. But because it seemed like a sensible thing to do at the time, not to have the country panic, it wasn't a story. Well, let's see if that actually happened. Oh, what do we got here? I got my trusty. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but we'll see. All right, let's see. How do I do this so you can see it? Now, the question is going to be, in case I cut off the beginning of the question is going to be how he downplayed the thing. This is April 7th now.
When Peter Navarro did circulate those memos, you were still downplaying the threat of coronavirus in the U.S. You were saying things like, I think it's a problem that's going to go away within a couple of days.
It will go away.
You said within a couple of days, cases will be down to 0.
Well, the cases really didn't build up for a while, but you have to understand, I'm a cheerleader for this country. I don't want to create havoc and shock and everything else, but ultimately, when I was saying that, I'm also closing it down. I obviously was concerned about it because I closed down our country to China, which was heavily infected. I then closed it down to Europe. That's a big move, closing it down from China and then closing it down from Europe and then ultimately closing it down to the UK. And it was right about that time. But I'm not going to go out and start screaming, this could happen, this could happen. So, again, as
what? You don't want the American people to panic? Oh, you're the man. You're the man. So, what's a story and a tragedy now was nothing April 7th. Nobody gave a shit. Nobody. So, it gets better. This video gets better. Let's go to 1456. Oh, I love my life. A Politico article, or Politico. Well, since this article was from 2009, Trump wasn't in the picture. Put it this way. Trump didn't want the people to panic. What if I told you that Biden, during a pandemic, panicked the people? He's a panic merchant. So bad that Obama and Obama's staff had to slap him down and apologize. Well, let's see. Politico, 2009. Was that April 30th? I can't see. It's really small. Biden says avoid planes, subways, puts out clarifying statement. Right? So he wants you to avoid planes and subways. Oh my God, what's going on? It must be so deadly out there. So let's go to the story. White House Press Secretary Robert Gibbs issued an apology Thursday for Vice President Joe Biden's comments that he wouldn't recommend taking a commercial flight or riding in a subway car because swine flu virus can spread in confined places. Quote, obviously, if anybody was unduly alarmed for whatever reason, we would apologize for that, and I hope that my remarks and remarks of the people at CDC and Secretary Napolitano have appropriately cleared up what he meant to say, Gibbs said during a daily briefing at the White House. Oh! So what happened now? So Trump wants to keep the calm and not have to panic the people. Biden does the exact opposite and gets smacked down by Obama and Obama's people. Oh, I love this. I love my life. I love my life. All right, now, 2008. Boo, 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 boo. So, obviously, Joe Biden, remember a few weeks ago what Biden said? He said he spoke to Trump in January. He had the COVID down. He knew what to do. He spoke to Trump in January. Apparently, Trump didn't listen to him. Or did he? Well, let's see where Joe Biden and his people's heads were at during this time. Wall Street Journal, the left's COVID memory hole. What could that be about? Let's go to 2130. Boo-ba-doo-doo-doo-doo. I know you like my little boo-ba-doo-ba-doo-doos. On January 31st, the day the president issued a China travel ban, Mr. Biden described Mr. Trump's hysterical xenophobia and fear-mongering. Fear-mongering? Like 2009? Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. The Biden campaign now says he wasn't referring to the ban. The Democrats think we're as stupid as their constituency. They must think that. Let me read that sentence again because it's fucking hilarious. On January 31st, the day the president issued the China travel ban, Mr. Biden described Mr. Trump's hysterical xenophobia and fear-mongering. The Biden campaign now says he wasn't referring to the ban. What the fuck was it referring to? All right, let's read on. But it sounds like he was. Campaigning the next day, Mr. Biden seemed to attack the ban again, saying, disease has no borders. Oh, the left, they think you're fucking as dumb as their people are. All right, that's 21. Oh, go to 24 even. I like that. It's hard to get even, but we'll get close. It wasn't only Mr. Biden, it was also the people around him. Ron Klain, a longtime top advisor and former Biden chief of staff, opposed the travel ban on January 28th, a few days before it was announced, calling it premature. Other Biden advisors were also dismissive. On January 30th, Biden confidant and coronavirus advisor Zeke Emanuel, hey, ain't that the Obamacare guy? Maybe, told CNBC viewers to take a very big breath, slow down, and stop panicking and being hysterical. Oh, stop being hysterical. The virus will go down as spring comes up. Now, I'm not attacking him because they have this opinion. It was a novel coronavirus, which means it's never come around before. So nobody knew. So don't expect Trump to know what nobody else fucking knew. That's what I'm saying. Let's go on. The virus will go down in the spring. All right? What's that? That's 24, 26, 24, 26, 24. Throughout February, Mr. Biden's lieutenants kept minimizing the threat. In a February 6 op-ed, Biden coronavirus advisor Erwin Redlener wrote that a global pandemic was not very likely and predicted the chances of getting a severe, potentially lethal form of the Wuhan virus is negligible. Excuse me. It's hard to read. It's a little blurry. He called it the Wuhan virus. He's racist. On February 11th, Mr. Klain again played down the likelihood that COVID would become a serious epidemic. The evidence suggests it's probably not that, he said. 2 days later, Mr. Klain tweeted, "We don't have a COVID-19 epidemic in the U.S., but we are starting to see a fear epidemic." Oh, I love this. I love this. I love this. Oh, I can't wait to see what people got to say about this now. 27-26. This time I whistled. All right. Okay, that's it. 29-20. All right, here's my... On February 29th, with news of the first U.S. coronavirus death, Dr. Emanuel told CNN's Wolf Blitzer that running out and getting a mask is not going to help. Oh, his people said you don't need a mask? Can this day get any better? Can it get any better? It might, because I'm going to share a video with you. Running out and getting a mask is not going to help. Okay there, Dr. Emanuel. You are a doctor, right? Okay. Then on March 12th, coronavirus advisor Lisa Monaco and Mr. Biden double-teamed Mr. Trump's Europe travel ban. She went on CNN and played down its importance while he tweeted, "A wall will not stop the coronavirus." Okay. Mr. Biden also kept holding large rallies until March 9th and talked up in-person voting as late as April 2nd. But in January, Joe Biden knew what to do and spoke to Trump about it. You see how they revised their history? Uh-oh, somebody made a drop. I got to look at this. So let me leave you with a video. Again, I'm reiterating that nobody, and I mean nobody, knew this was coming, okay? Nobody knew this was coming, so I don't blame these people. But the hypocrisy that Trump should have known, because apparently the Democrats must have fucking knew. Did they really? Let's see. Did the Democrats know? How do I do this with one hand? I can't. I did it once. I did it once with one hand.
The risk to New Yorkers for coronavirus is low, and our city preparedness is high.
This should not stop you from going about your life, should not stop you from going to Chinatown and going out to eat. I'm going to do that today myself.
Come to Chinatown. Here we are. We're, again, careful, safe, and come join us.
There is no concern at this time for coronavirus in our region.
The Department of Sanitation is ready for Mardi Gras 2020.
The facts are reassuring.
We want New Yorkers to go about their daily lives.
But there's really no need to panic and to avoid activities that we always do as New Yorkers. We are a hardy people.
Americans do not need to panic. What I would suggest, however, is that Americans take this as a wake-up call for seasonal flu. There's very little threat here. This disease, even if you were to get it, basically acts like a common cold or flu.
So we're telling New Yorkers, go about your lives, take the subway, go out, enjoy life, and certainly not to miss the parade next Sunday. I'm going to be there.
If you had to, would you close down the borders?
No.
We need to be honest about the American people, with the American people about the fact that we can't keep people coming here from China.
And transmission is not that easy. I think there's been a misperception that coronavirus
It goes on. I don't want to bore you. But remember, Trump should have known. Trump should have known. We ain't fucking around no more. You attack the president, we will discredit what you said, and then we will put it onto Biden. We'll see how you like it. Bye.